On the 5th of February 1937, a Friday, the Judicial Procedures Reform Bill was recommended by US President Franklin D. Roosevelt in a surprise message to Congress, recommending a drastic revision of the Supreme Court. The plan would increase the number of judges from 9 to as many as 15, and provided that each time one of the justices reached the age of 70 and did not retire, another seat would be added to the court. Given that 6 of the 9 current Supreme Court justices were already at least 70 years old, these were Pierce Butler, Charles Evans Hughes, and George Sutherland, James McReynolds, Willis Van Devanter, and Louis Brandeis. Weird. Given that 6 of the 9 were already past 70, the idea failed and was derided as, quote, court packing, end quote, as an attempt by President Roosevelt to gain more control over the court with his own appointees. The first television broadcast of a work of William Shakespeare took place as the British Broadcasting Corporation telecast Act 3, Scene 2 of As You Like It, followed by a portion of Henry V. The Constitution of the Republic of Turkey was amended to incorporate the 6 arrows of republicanism, folkism, nationalism, statism, reformism, and laikism, which is another also described as Kemalism or Ataturkism, which is of course because of Kemal Atatürk, which is a very, very important figure in Turkish history. Then the Polish government announces the creation of the Central Industrial Region, which would become Poland's largest industrial region, at least for a while. And that's it for the facts today. The average temperature in Berlin was 6.7 degrees, very nice and warm compared to last month. And let's roll the time. And I do have one thing to correct. It seems that I was reading the losses wrong yesterday. These are the enemy losses, and these are our losses. So actually we only lost about 550 men in Ethiopia in the entire war. And over in Spain so far, we've only lost about, well, less than 1,200, it seems. Whereas we have been inflicting loads of casualties. Look at this casualty ratio, 34 against 295. 2.95 thousand, I mean. 2,950. The battle is progressing swiftly, 84 already, only 26 organization left. It is only Wednesday. I figure that the guy who guessed Sunday might be wrong. Although technically, of course, it's closer to Thursday than Wednesday in game now. And now it is. Very good. How much is a theorist? I need 150. It's gonna take almost 100 days for us to get that. Still, I think it's still worth waiting. Air, it's good. Did we reinforce yet? Still at 195, so really we are very low on fighters. The shortage will last for 53 days. Is there any fighter wings we can still disband? These two, I want them to be... disbanded. Okay, cool. That should solve the shortage. We now have available planes in reserves. Let's look how the new plane production is going now, by the way. Production. Little update here. We're making less than 2 per week. Yeah, so that's not very good. And as for tanks, we're now making almost 2 of them per day. So that is pretty good, I would say. I would like to get that up to like 5 or 10, at least. Within maybe a year or so. As for recruitment, yeah, it's still going to take a long time before we spawn these guys, until May. Let's look at the guns. We're still short on guns. No, we are not actually. 12 units of foreign equipment. Is that from where? Mauser? Mauser doesn't sound foreign. And destroyer carbine. Anyway, I'm talking too much. More talking tomorrow.